Shepherd.
What a great show today. I'm like, this is so wonderful because Padma Lakshmi is here. Padma. I'm just a big fan of Padma from the Food Network show.
Top Chef.
Top Chef.
Yeah.
And she always has like, she's very deep and you know, sometimes she doesn't smile. When she tastes, you don't know what Padma's gonna say. Like, you can see, you don't know if it's gonna be good, if it's gonna be bad, but she always has great, you know, constructive criticism for everybody. So I love Padma. I cannot wait to chat with her today. Plus, journalist Michelle Miller is here.
Yeah.
And you know, she was just at the coronation with the king and queen, but she's got a fascinating story, and she wrote in a book, and I was so touched to read it. And so this one, I really want you guys to hear her story. So, Michelle Miller, I can't wait to see you when you come sit on the couch as well. So, good morning, John Murray.
Good morning, Sherri. Listen, I'm having a great morning, but I'm really worried about you. You know, after yesterday's segment with the Double Dutch, I was a little nervous for you.
Oh, my gosh. Let me tell you, we did Double Dutch yesterday, and it was so much fun. It was like, oh my gosh. Oh man. I gotta tell you, it literally, I posted this yesterday, my spirit was so joyful because I got to jump with the 40-plus Double Dutch Club. And it was founded by a group of women in Chicago, and I'm from Chicago, and we play Double Dutch all the time. And literally, this took me back to when I was 16 years old. And I would be on the block in front of our house, and we'd be turning, because that's what we did all day, we played Double Dutch. And and so it took me back to when I was 16, but my ankles was like, you're 56. So when it didn't hit me because when I was in, and I'm very competitive, so I didn't smile when I was doing it. I'm so competitive. But when I got home, my ankle was like 56, 56, 56. So I had to soak them in some Epsom salt, and I took the wrap off because I had a wrap yesterday, but you know, and then I had already heard it at the so that was a wrap. So everybody who was making a comment going, why is half her ankle white? Because I had been at the gym and I had hurt my ankle, and then I was jumping Double Dutch, but it was so funny. My ankle was like my whole body, I guess, because I'm so competitive. So my entire place smells like Bengay and Bengay and Tiger Balm. And Jeffrey came in, he was like, it smelled like grandmama's house. I left my place with all the windows open, because I'm like, if I'm trying to be on Bumble, you can't come to my place. And it smells, what man is gonna wanna walk in and it smells like old peppermints and Bengay? Oh, and I was trying to spray perfume, and it still smelled like Tom Ford Bengay style. That's what, oh God. But the thing about double dutch is it literally, as I was jumping, it made me say, I wish that kids could get outside more and do those things that we used to do. Like, clap if you remember growing up and you were outside all the time. Yes. Like, John, we weren't in our rooms playing video games. That was a treat to be able to play this, but, you know, we were outside, you know, playing double dutch. I remember we had chalk, because everywhere there was hopscotch, we would draw. And I don't know if anybody remembers or if this is a Chicago thing, but we played Miss Mary Mack, where it was 4 girls, Miss Mary Mack, all dressed in black, with silver buttons, you know, and that thing down our back. We had all of those. We had the little rubber bands that we would put together and jump in, jump out, jump side to side, jump on, jump in, jump out. And then the thing that we had that was terrible, we had those, remember those click clackers? Those big,
yeah.
They were those. But when I was younger, they were made of this heavy kind of marble. And the thing about click clackers, you could do it real fast and they would pop, pop, pop. And it was always somebody that got hit in the head with one of them, and then they'd run home crying and screaming, because they were really heavy. And now to this day, when I go out with a man and there's a little something just not right, I go, you played with click clacks, didn't you? Because they was always hitting somebody in the head. And then they made those click clackers illegal, because they was hurting everybody. But we used to be outside, and this is what double dutch, just as I was thinking, we used to be outside, and then we play games like, you know, hide and go get it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the boys play games like booty tag. And if you don't know what hide and go get it and booty tag is, ask your mama. It was a lot of that hide and go get. I see you, sir, popping your collars. Yeah, look at you. But we did. We used to be outside, and there was a thing, I don't know if they have it now with the kids. We would be outside, huh? Johnny had, what was that game? Johnny had a pony or a bony? Oh, Johnny had a phone. I got sex on my mind. I'm like, y'all was like, what? Johnny had a bony. Johnny had a phone. Yes, that was another one. See, now it comes back to you. And I know that we used to be outside. We could be outside all day, but when the street lights came on, you had to be inside. And it literally, we would be playing, and if those street lights came on, our block looked like I Am Legend. There was nobody out there. The jump rope was still on the ground, the chalk was there, the ball would still be bouncing, but there was no kids. It was like children of the corn, literally. But so many women commented on the Sherri Show pages that they wanted to get back to jumping double dutch after seeing me do it. And I will say, I encourage you to go out and find something fun to do. Because it's summertime, it's hot outside, get outside. And something like the 40+ Double Dutch Club, then you feel like you're amongst a sisterhood of people. They got it in Israel. When she said Israel and Germany, I'm like, who jumping double dutch in Israel? But they're getting it all over, and to be able to go out and learn how to jump, and then you'll be with like-minded women who are your age. I mean, get out and have fun. And that literally, I was so tired, John. My heart was like, that's cardio. And I say, it's gonna be a hot girl summer, so get out there. Get out there. Or look, in my case, a hot flash summer. So whether you're hot flash and a hot girl, and get out there, I want to say thank you again to the 40+ Double Dutch Club for being here. Go join. Live your best life. Now, somebody else who's living their best life, Martha Stewart, has everybody buzzing. Because at 81 years old, she is on the cover of Sports Illustrated's annual swimsuit issue. Now, they've had a lot of women on their cover, but Martha Stewart is the oldest woman to ever make the cover. This gives us all hope. Now, Martha says she's usually motivated by money. I love how honest she is. She's usually motivated by money, but in this case, she wanted to show that women her age can still look good and feel good. And she looked great. I mean, look at that. Look. Okay, let me tell you something about Martha Stewart. It looked like Martha Stewart just finished playing hide and go get it. Okay? Except Martha's like looking like come and get it. She is. The hair all tousled. And I don't know if y'all saw a picture, the dog was panting. But this just shows, look at this. I mean, all of this. And it just shows you, like my girlfriend, Bevy Smith, says, it gets greater later. And look at that dog, just. And I love that Martha Stewart says that she gets to live her dream. But you know, after you didn't put Martha Stewart on the cover, I don't know where you go from here. I don't know what you do next. Because once you put Martha Stewart on the cover, I don't know if you can go back to Gigi Hadid. I mean, that looks great, but Martha Stewart, we gotta keep going. Like, you gotta put Joy Behar on the cover.
Hey!
Come on now.
I like that idea.
You put Joy Behar in the doggone swimming, she's gonna be complaining the whole time. My friend. But I love that women are living their best lives at all ages. But I'm gonna tell you something. Doing a photo shoot is hard because she was talking about what she had, you know, she wasn't eating any bread or pasta. And I didn't notice because I did a cover for OK Magazine and I had the swimming suit on. Let me tell you something. Nope. I'm not gonna do one of these again because I did not know what it took to do a swimsuit cover. You gotta hold in your stomach. You're not supposed to eat certain foods so you can lean out. I did not know. I love to eat. So I went on the shoot and they had all kinds of food. They had pasta, and I was eating everything. And somebody said on the production team, they went, "Are you sure you want to eat all of that?" And I go, "Well, why did you bring it if I'm not supposed to eat it?" So I'm eating everything, and I'm putting everything in my mouth. And about 2 hours later, they go, "Okay, we're about to start." And I was like, "Start what?" When I tell you I was burping and bloated and I'm sitting there trying to hold in my stomach, and I looked like I was in so much pain because you like this. It is the worst feeling. So you can miss me with the swimsuit photo shoots. Put me in some cargo pants and I'll be happy. But Martha, you look amazing. Congratulations. Now, y'all, I got a strong warning for the single ladies out here. These men in these streets, they are getting very good about hiding the fact that they are balding, okay? I was on social media, and yes, sir, and you look good. You look amazing. I love your bald head, it's very sexy. We're not talking about you. You got your silver fox beard, I love that. But these men, I saw on the internet that this man started out as bald, and through the magic of man units, he gains a full head of hair. Look at this. So the stylist puts the wig on tight, and then with the little spray of water, he cut it. Look at this man. His hair is silky and shiny. He cut the lace off. Now, not only does this man gain a full head of hair, he gained a new personality. Because when they first put this unit on, he wasn't even smiling. He wasn't smiling, looking all sad. Then they put this unit on, and he just grinning and cheesing. And I just say, we gotta be honest about all of this. You know, we gotta be transparent, because I know when I wear a wig, I had to determine at some point that I would take my wig off. I need you to know what's going on underneath this. Because, like, I don't want you to get confused. And now men are going through this. You got to do it, too, because watching this video terrified the heck out of me. Like, I was traumatized watching this because his hair looked so good at the end, I would have wanted to run my hands through it. But now he backing up. He trying to put his hands in my hair, and I'm backing up. I'm running my hands through his hair, and I got Elmer's glue all over my hands. We both trying to not, you know, because both of us, we got tracks in so we can feel it. And so I had to let men know that I'm wearing a wig. I let them see pictures of me with no hair. And I know, and you know, I have friends in my life. They will have a baby and still have their hair on their head, will not let their husband see them, they'll have the whole face on and the makeup on. And some men have never seen their women without a weave. And I go, you gotta let them know what you look like, because God forbid, what if something happened? Like, God forbid, what if something happened? Like, you get into a car accident and your wig fly off. Then your partner comes and he can't even identify you. Because he looking at somebody going, no, that ain't my wife. That ain't my wife, because it's 32 inches, this is missing. And I'm going, fellas, you can't show up looking like George Clooney. And then I go home with you, and then you turn over that thing, roll off, you look like George Jefferson. At some point, y'all, ladies and men, we gotta let our partner know that what our natural hairs look like. Because some days, for me, I don't wanna wear all of the hair. I mean, so I gotta be honest, you know, so men, y'all gotta be honest too, because this man unit, I love it that it's for people of all races and colors. Yeah. It really is. So I guess I get to say, now we finally know what Martin Luther King's dream was all about. Y'all, don't go anywhere, because up next, host of Top Chef and Taste the Nation, Padma Lakshmi is here. Producer and a TV host who might have the best job in the world, because she gets to travel to amazing places and eat incredible food as host of Taste the Nation. Please welcome Padma Lakshmi.
What a great audience.
I know, the energy is amazing.
It is amazing.
And not only are you amazing, I have to say, welcome to the neighborhood, because 52 never looks so good on you, lady.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Woo! You just glow, you know, it's like inside, you glow from inside out, Padma.
I appreciate it. I think it's all the grease I'm eating, but...
Is that what it is? The grease and the spices, but I want to say to you also, congratulations on your Sports Illustrated. You were in your swimsuit issue. Girl, okay, you look so, it's so many adjectives I could use: gorgeous, sexy, stunning, amazing. Padma, was this a dream come true?
It really was. I mean, honestly, I waited for the phone to ring all during my 20s and 30s when I was a model.
Yeah.
And it never happened. And I just thought that ship had sailed, you know, and I really didn't think about anything like this for years. Yeah. And then my publicist called and she said, guess what? And she told me, and I said, are you pranking me? I really didn't believe her.
Wow.
And she said, no, I'm serious, I'm serious. And so then I was happy, but I was also terrified. You know,
really?
I had just come off of Top Chef like a month earlier when I found out, and I only had 3 more weeks, but luckily I was going to the gym like crazy to lose weight from Top Chef. Yeah, I gained like 10 or 15 pounds a month. So, you know, I didn't really, I just got really toned. I didn't get smaller in size or anything.
I always want to ask a model, because you say you were terrified. What was going through your mind in this picture where you look so sultry and smoldering?
Okay, right, So, right there, I'm like, I hope I don't slide, because there's some sharp objects under my foot. There's like rocks and twigs, and then I have to like suck in my stomach, but not too much. And then I have to turn, and like, it's so technical.
Wow, all of that in that sexy pose right there.
Yes, you are thinking about all of it, you know, because I want to look good. I don't want to be, you know.
And you looked great. You looked
Thank
so...
you.
Woo!
Thank you.
And this is the Sports Illustrated 81-year-old Martha Stewart is also on the cover.
It gives me hope. You know,
You know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know, And this is what I love, like 81 years old and on the cover of Sports Illustrated. And I know
she looks great.
She looks so good. I love her. I've never seen her hair tousled and tumbled like this.
She should wear more like that.
I think so. And looking at this, I know my friend Bevy Smith has this saying, it gets greater later. I feel that way. Do you feel that way?
I definitely feel that way.
Yeah.
Look, I was a lot more insecure. I was unsure of myself. I didn't know who I was. And, you know, I'm sure at that age, my body physically looked better just because I was younger. But now I feel so much more in my body. I feel so much more confident. I move in a more sensual way. I feel like I look better now because of how I feel. And I think that's very important, you know?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't go back to my 20s if you paid me.
You couldn't pay me to go back to my 20s.
Hell no.
Insecurity was all over my belly. Now.
And more.
And
not
more.
just my belly.
Girl, I feel like when I rub my belly now, I get inspiration. I'm like, yeah, I think I want to buy something. That's just like, I feel good. And I want to say the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue, it hits the newsstands on May 18th.
Yes.
So May 18th, you can get that.
Couple of days, yeah.
Now, here you are, you're posing in a bikini, and then also over to the other side, you were featured in Time's 100 Most Influential People of 2023. What a big honor. Like, what does that mean to you?
That was surreal. I mean, that is
huge.
Definitely a career pinnacle for me. I have written for Time, so I've been to the event because I wrote profiles for other people, but I've never been on the list myself. And it's amazing because it's not only actors and athletes and musicians, it's also astronauts and scientists and just humanitarians, and it's such an impressive list. I really don't know what I was doing on there, but I'm glad I made it on
Did you sit? I know being there, it's like everybody's at a different table. You know, at your table.
I had
Who's
a
at your
great table.
You have a good table?
I had a great, look at this table.
Oh my God! See, Ali Wong?
Ali Wong, who I know very well. She's a close friend. Then there's Angela Bassett. Then there's Aubrey Plaza. Then there's Amy, who I also know. And then Doja Cat.
Doja Cat? Girl, you were at the very cool table.
I was. And people kept coming to sit at our table.
Oh my gosh.
And I really lucked out. This was at the front of the stage. We had Gayle King over here too, and then some guy who did some documentaries on Kanye. I can't remember his name, but I think he's also equally impressive. And it was just like one lone man with all of us around, and it was such a fun night.
I love the life you're living. You are so living your best life.
Thank you.
And you are traveling across the country on Taste the Nation. And you know, when you do that, do you learn a lot about America?
I do. I mean, I learn something every day on this show, and it's very rare, you know this, to have an idea in your head for a show and then actually get to make it, you know, because our business is so collaborative. And, you know, I'm a history nerd, and I love all this local history and local culture.
Yes.
So it is a travel and food show, but the food is just an excuse to get to know its people. And we go into different immigrant communities, but also indigenous communities.
Yes.
And this season, I've also committed to doing an African-American community and an indigenous community. And we go to visit Nigerian Americans.
Ooh.
So let me tell you, I've been wanting to do an episode on Blackness in America. And obviously, I'm not African-American, and I can't know what it's like to stand in those shoes. But I do know what it's like to stand next to those shoes, because I've grown up. You know, thank you. I've grown up with Black kids my whole life.
Yes.
And, but I was very afraid to do, you know, not do justice. And I had been to Houston and gotten to know the Nigerian Americans, and they are the community that is most well-educated in the whole country.
Yeah.
They have more advanced degrees, but they don't consider themselves Black. Like, I interviewed this gospel singer named Stacy, and she said, I didn't know I was Black until I got here.
Right,
You know, she said, I really didn't. But when a cop pulls you over, he's not saying, oh, you're a Nigerian, so you can go.
Right.
You know, it's all the same to the larger public. And so I really wanted to tackle this notion of Blackness not being a monolith, that it's many things and it has many complexities to it. And one of my producers, Nosa Garrick, who I've had from day one, I said, I want you to do this episode. I really want to do it. She said, I'm not doing that episode. All those aunties are going to come for me if I don't get it right. And I said, that's why I want you to do this episode with me. It'll be so personal for you. And she She did a great job. I think I'm really proud of this.
So this is what we were seeing when we saw you with Ivana
Yeah.
Ridgie, and you were talking about the suya, which talking about how spicy it was. And I've never had suya, and I'm looking at it going, I know you were talking to her, but I'm like, I wonder what that food, like how the Nigerian food was.
It is so spicy, and I'm Indian, and it's still so spicy, but you are in luck because I brought you some suya.
Oh, you bought some suya?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Thank you, Michael.
Girl.
All right, this is some very fancy plated suya. Usually standing outside.
So let me put that.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm putting it on my lap. It's gonna fall right here. Let me put it right here.
I just want you to, luckily it matches your outfit.
Yeah, it matches the outfit.
I want you to be careful because it is spicy.
It's
Bite,
really
but
spicy?
don't inhale.
Bite, but don't inhale.
Don't go like that, just chew.
This is good.
I wouldn't bring you something bad.
I like this. Okay. All right, hold on.
It builds. It builds. And, you know, it's good for you.
I know,
Good
but
for your metabolism.
the spices just gotta hit. It starts slowly, buckle your throat, and it hits you hard. Okay, what's in the suya?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm gonna figure it out because I'm writing the.
Did they
Taste
put
the
the
Nation
whole
cookbook.
volcano in there, girl?
No. This is a light dusting.
The light dusting of spices. Ooh, it's so good and hot. But it's so great. Padma, I've admired you for so many years, and I have to say thank you. I'm so glad you finally came on the show.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, and I want you to come back. We got more to talk about. Y'all, Taste the Nation is streaming now on Hulu, and the Top Chef season finale airs on June 8th. We'll be right back. Padma Lakshmi! Welcome back to Sherri's Pop-Up Shop. Please welcome Chassie Pose.
Oh, Sherri, and you guys know everything I'm showing you here today is available at morningsave.com or by simply scanning that QR code you see right there on your screen. So easy to shop along.
Well, this is good. What do we have?
Yes. Okay, let's start with some sheets, Sherri. These aren't just any sheets. These are from Altavita. They're called the Silvadur Antimicrobial Superior Sheet Set.
Ooh.
And they look mild-mannered, but they are working hard for you because they have antimicrobial technology in these, which is designed to inhibit odor-causing bacteria on fabrics. Yes, that is a thing.
Like when I was playing double dutch and my whole place smelled like Bengay.
Yes.
This would be good.
Yes.
Good to like replace.
Well, guess what? These sheets will stay fresher longer. They'll smell fresher longer, and you know they're not just high tech. They're so soft, right?
These are soft.
This is a microfiber, a brushed microfiber, and the set comes with 2 pillowcases, a flat sheet, a fitted sheet, and it's a great deal. So today you're getting up to 71% off. Normally, they retail up to $70. Today, just $29.99.
$29.99.
And
That's
5
good.
really great monochromatic
Like the colors.
Okay, so from high-tech sheets to a high-tech memo board. Have you ever seen this? Sherri, you got to try writing on this.
Oh, so you can write on it.
Yeah, so this is a 2-pack. It's called the BoogieBoard from Versatiles. It's a memo board. Check that out. So you've seen,
I just wrote my name,
the old school dry eraser boards.
Yeah.
So you've written, say, your name, grocery list, reminder to our children, right? Well, look what happens when you want to erase it. No messy rag. I'm going to tap it with the back of the stylus.
Oh, so I just get to hit it.
Yes!
Oh, this is great.
Isn't that magical?
I love this.
I know.
I love that. Look, my husband is coming. No, but look what I'm about to do.
No, see? Right?
I like that.
It is magical. So this
this
is a
is
great
so
deal. Don't you
cool.
love that? I've never seen anything like this. So,
I like this.
And it's got magnets so you can put it on your fridge. And it comes in a set of 2, so one for the kitchen, one for right next to the door.
That's cute.
So up to 50% off. Today, normally they're up to $60, but today you're getting 2 for just $29.99.
Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Okay, well, we have here?
Oh, man, let's talk about a
Tiki
summer
torches.
gathering. Nothing says summer like a tiki torch, right?
Yes.
So this is a 4-pack of the Dancing Flame tiki torches, and these are solar charging LED lights.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't
I like
that cool? So
Yeah.
no flame, no electricity. I mean, you can leave these out in the yard because they're waterproof, and the sun is going to recharge them. This is a solar panel
see, I
right
like
there.
that.
Isn't that great?
I like this because the reason I put tiki torches out in my house, because Norman, when he comes over my house, he be everywhere falling. I don't want him to burn up the back of my...
Exactly, right?
Yeah,
so
this
this
is
couldn't be
good.
easier. And I mean, I think they're so festive. And what I love about them too is, I mean, you can adjust the height.
And you can have your kids around because it's no fire.
Exactly. You feel
Yeah.
so much safer.
You can have them on your balcony, like being in New York.
Exactly,
Oh, this is great.
exactly. And this is a great deal, up to 58% off. So normally they retail for up to $96. Today you're getting all four, for $39.99.
Me likey.
Me likey too.
I like these.
So great.
I will use these. Ooh,
Okay,
what's this?
so this is a
What
great
is
deal
this?
that's gonna make you smile. So this is from Bright Whites, and it's the Gel Teeth Whitening Kit.
Okay.
And so you know this summer, we're gonna be seeing friends, we're gonna
That's
be going
right.
on vacation, family, hanging out by the pool, so lots of photo ops.
Yes.
So we wanna make sure our teeth are as bright and
Okay.
white as we can get them,
Yes.
right? So this little kit's gonna help you do just that. It is no pain. And the cool thing is it'll help you brighten your teeth in under a week. So
that's
that's
good.
pretty cool,
Yeah, that's
right?
really good.
And this is a really big deal, up to 81% off. So normally these retail for up to $130, but you're getting this entire kit for $24.99.
And you just put it on your
Oh,
teeth.
yeah. You put it in, you got a little bit of the gel.
You got the gel on it, huh?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
going bright and white.
Yeah, in
Ah.
about a week. I mean, that's pretty good.
That's not bad.
We're going to
7
be
days.
looking good in our pictures this
Absolutely.
summer.
Tell you, the hot girl summer.
Oh, I know. All right, so last but not least, this is so
Where we
great.
going?
I know, everywhere. So this is from Kathy Ireland, and these are the 2-piece hard-sided luggage set. And Sherri, I mean, you know how expensive luggage is. I mean,
do.
any retailer you go to, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, you're showing everybody right there. These drive like a dream. I mean,
Yeah.
can you imagine maneuvering in style at the airport? And these are hard-sided. They come in a set of 2. They're expandable. And you know,
this is good.
this, I just love all the 3 prints too, because you're not
Yes.
gonna get this luggage lost.
And you can find your luggage when it comes out their carousel. This is, yeah, that's what I hate.
You got that right. And the cool thing about this is that, I mean, this is a Morning Save, you know, really limited edition, because Morning Save has never shown a lower price for these sets. So, you know, if you want in on this deal, limited inventory, you've got to jump now. Lowest price they've ever shown on TV. So today you're getting up to 77% off. Normally these retail for up to $620 for the 2 set, but today you're getting both pieces for $139.99.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah, so much better.
I was like 600.
I know.
139. This is so great. Chassie, thank you so much, and thank you to Morning Save. Be sure to scan the QR code or go to morningsave.com. And up next, journalist Michelle Miller is here. Decades in television journalism, and she co-hosts CBS Saturday Morning. Now she is sharing her family's secret in a new memoir, Belonging, A Daughter's Search for Identity Through Loss and Love. Please welcome Michelle Miller. So Michelle, how exciting, because you 3 decades in journalism, you were recently in London, you covered the coronation. That must have been crazy.
It was so wild. You know, I covered the Will and Kate wedding 12 years ago, and a different feeling. This had more oomph and meaning because it's a state process, right? But the takeaways were, one, love who you love.
Yeah.
Because that man loved his woman.
Yes.
I was a Team Diana all the way, but to see the longevity
of him and Camilla.
King Charles and Queen Camilla.
Yes.
It was pretty astounding. And then the loneliness Harry, Prince Harry.
Wow.
Was really daunting for me. He looked happy, but getting into that car, and we got the heads up, he wasn't going to the luncheon.
Yeah.
And that was really hard to hear, folks, that, you know, there's still somewhat of a
With the
distance,
family.
yes.
Wow. Well,
But Team Dana, Team Jeff, and I, at Satmo team, we were having such fun. I mean, it was our first field trip.
yeah, out there.
We did, I know. Road trip. I would recommend it for every team, office team there is.
Well, I don't know. I don't know who I talk to. What human resources box I got to put in to go over to London to do the Sherri show.
Girl,
But
just ask.
tell them on your way out, girl. You know, it's funny because you talk about, ironic because you talk about the loneliness with Prince Harry. And in your book, Belonging, which is your first book, I know with my first book, I was always trying to see if they had my book on the shelves. Were you scoping out to see if they had your
Girl,
book?
oh my gosh. You followed me on IG.
Uh-huh.
I ghost raid bookstores.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You were looking for their
and
book?
then I accost customers looking for books. And I kind of forced the issue a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's fun. I ghost sign books, and I even go into bookstores that don't have the book, and I request it.
There you go. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. And I am glad that you do. I am so glad that you do, because when I started reading this, like the first line, and I never wear my glasses on TV, that's how special
Thank
you
you.
are, girl. So the first line said, "Only hours after I squinted up at my mother's face in the delivery room, she was gone." So that just hit me right there. Why was your mother gone? What happened?
Well, my mother and father, as my father always described, they fell in love. They had me, and then she had to leave. And she had to leave because, one, my father was married. Two, my mother's family found out she was dating a black man, and they said it's him or us. And this was before they knew anything about her pregnancy. And so while, I give her grace in her decision.
Right.
Because, we love our family. It's the family we know. But by the same token, she knew that she didn't have the strength to go through an ordeal of, one, does this man love me enough to leave his wife? And two, do I love him enough to leave my family?
Leave her family.
And so, yeah, that is the question. I guess.
mean, it's so wild to me that your mother, and she chose her family and she left you. So you had found your birth mother. Mm-hmm. You located her. How did it go?
It went, well, she agreed to meet with me for an hour. Again, no one on that side of the family knows I exist.
Really?
They, to this day, do not know. And I met with her, this was now 30 years ago.
Right.
And she said, I'm proud of you. Your grandmother, my big mama, raised a lovely young woman. And I know that you wouldn't be the woman you are today. She told me 10 years ago,
right,
if I had raised you.
So did she want to, have a relationship with you?
I think she wanted a relationship at a distance, because still she's living in that, it's a lie, right?
Right,
She's never told her family. And so we go through evolutions of emotion and lenses with each and every age, right? Yeah. And first it was the lens of, I understand, I don't feel bitter. As a child, I felt very lonely. I felt like I didn't belong. I felt the absence. As an adult, I realized going through that and making the decision, am I gonna live in the origin of what everybody else says is abnormal in this existence?
Right.
Or am I gonna live in some joy? And I chose joy, I really did.
I am so, Michelle, This book is like it's like I can't stop reading. I can't stop turning the page on even how you have gone to joy and how you worked on forgiveness. So you have to get the book. You have to get Michelle Miller's book. I want to say thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Belonging, A Daughter's Search for Identity Through Loss and Love is out now. And studio audience, you are all getting a copy. We'll be right back. For today's Hot Flash. Guess who's giving body on her honeymoon? It's Olympic gold medalist Simone Biles. Okay, Simone's abs are heating up the beach as she celebrates with husband Jonathan Owens. And with a body like that, I see why Jonathan kept a shirt on, because he can't compete. Now, Simone has an ab for every gold medal she's won. That's today's Hot Flash. We'll be right back. I added 2 new comedy dates to my tour. Killeen, Texas, June 2nd and June 3rd, and Charlotte, North Carolina, May 26th through 28th. For more info on my stand-up, go to sherryshowtv.com. We'll be right back. I hope something on today's show put a smile on your face. Tomorrow, Andy Cohen will be here, plus comedian Yamaneika Sanders is in my Laugh Lounge. Until then, be intentional about having a good time. Bye.
Nice.